Hello from Whitburn. It's Whitburn versus Whitehill Welfare. Got Robin and Lawrence here, media and organising in the Groundhop. So how's it been then? Was it started off on Friday?
Started Friday, yeah, really good game. Brilliant game actually.
Yes,
lovely ground at Armadale. Big crowd.
It was.
And to be honest with you, it's gone the same. Most of the, we had a bit of a quiet couple of games yesterday, but
Yeah.
Clubs have always been lovely, great hosts, which doesn't take away, doesn't take away from the experience. A bit cold, but no, it's been a really good weekend, and like you say, we're a bit worried about the pitches, and we are really pleased with what we've got. That we've got them all on. So
all credit to the clubs as well, because it isn't easy. You're having to cope with some really big crowds and all that comes with that, but also the work they've all done on the pitches to make sure that these 6 games have taken place. So all credit to them, they've all been excellent.
Yeah, and they make a special effort, because obviously with the bigger crowds you need more volunteers, you need more people
absolutely
along.
And the welcome that you get every time you come up here is astounding.
good.
It's so friendly, so lovely. You just make the clubs just make the experience what it is, doesn't it? It's why everyone looks forward to coming. This is one of the biggest hops of the years, I would argue, and everyone looks forward to it, and that's a big part of the reason why.
Right, and so is it back down in the coach then tonight after the game?
Yeah, straight afterwards, start the long journey back on the coach. Very long journey back on the coach.
Back to work tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, thanks, no.
Back to reality.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to the game today. Thanks very much.
No, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Look, I'm up around the terraces, round terraces, eh? Have you been on the Groundhop?
I've been every game so far. So.
Right, good. Then what about yourself? You been at them all?
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed it then?
Yeah.
Apart from the uncertainty about if games will be on, eh?
That's what I do.
Aye.
I'd probably say the soccer game last night should
Aye,
have been
well,
on, but
I saw
then
that.
again, the weather
Aye.
probably made the game.
Yeah.
Because it was the best game of the day.
Aye,
Should be a good game.
good stuff.
Hopefully we get loads of goals again, Norrie.
Aye.
We've had plenty over the weekend. I think out of all the games we've only had 1-0.
Oh, that's right, yeah. That's good then.
Right.
Victoria.
Perfect, yeah.
Groundhopper, you've been at all the games, haven't you?
Well, I never went to the Friday game, but yesterday I went to the 3 games in Perth. Soccer, I was there with yourself last year, so I didn't bother last night, but missed a good game apparently. However, the games yesterday were good. All 3 of them in Perth were good. Good to see 3 new grounds and that. So.
That's right. And how's your badge collection goes? You've got that guy that sells the badges, eh?
I spent over £50 at him yesterday.
Did you?
So I think we must now be over about 130, but I'll get a picture put up later on the night.
That's the trouble when you see a badge, eh? Oh, fancy that one.
I said to him yesterday,
get that again,
I bought some at the first game, and I kept going back at the second and third, and I said, I told you yesterday not to sell me anymore. So pretty much.
Anyway, good seeing you. Cover G was against Newton Grange away. Now, you wouldn't want me to discuss that too much, but you had to deplete your squad, didn't you?
At that point there was 7 under-20s in the squad, and we don't like to make excuses, because that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
They're there to play and they're there to help us win games. So it was disappointing at Newton Grange, but I feel like in the last couple of weeks we've brought a few players in. Brought Jack Hodge in from East Stirling, we've brought Ewan McGill in from East Stirling, Kev Fotheringham came in from Camelin. So we've strengthened with a lot more experience and a lot more players that were playing at higher levels in terms of the 2 Lowland League guys. And Kev's got a lot of experience in the game. So we're in a better place. Stevie Clark is back available today. Stevie's had a long-term knee injury, so it's great to have him back in the group. Danny Farrell, our goalkeeper, is back training again. I'm glad to hear obviously we've had that horrific injury against Dunny Pace here. So to answer the question, we're starting to get boys back at a very good time. And it's been a bit of a transition this year. We've had to give players enough chance that got us here to show us what they can do, and we've had to almost build as the season is going on.
And today, of course, the Groundhop, you've got a bigger crowd as well. Does that G up the players? Is there something that they look forward to?
Well, it certainly G's up me. I feel we're in a much better place with the Groundhop being on. And I think it's a great thing for Scottish football, and especially football at the lower leagues. There's some really good players in this league, and there's some really good football gets played, and we don't get enough good press. So the more people we can get coming through the gate, the better. We've got a really strong community spirit here as well. So hopefully we can show the Groundhop guys what Whitburn's all about. But really excited, and I think the players will be happy playing in front of more people. With 307 at our derby match against Blackburn last week, which is incredible, and the amount of young people we've got. So, if we can maybe break 400 today, then we would be delighted. But if it's more than that, as long as we turn up and perform, we're happy, Norrie.
Good stuff, Daz, thank you. Looking forward to the game. How are you preparing for it today?
I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously it's a good occasion with the kind of Groundhop day, decently turnout as well. Obviously the pitch is really heavy. It's the same for both teams, so yeah, that should be a good game.
Okay, off we go. So what are you called then?
Whitburn Ultras!
The Whitburn Ultras, and you got 3 drums?
Aye.
Brilliant. Right. You're playing nice. Good stuff. Good seeing you again, Martin. Did you get a good view of the goals because you're at this end? Or the goals disallowed, I should say.
Aye, we were moving towards this end.
Aye.
I think they were both fouls or offside.
I think one was offside. I think one, we're not talking about, he backed into the goal.
He
I'm not
did
sure.
foul the goal.
Yeah. So I think that's why. It's a shame because it could have been 2 or 3 goals. I mean, I thought
Could have been, but I thought to start with, Whitehill were like
they did.
they were good
start.
to start
They
with,
did
but
start,
they've faded quite a lot. Or
Okay.
more Whitburn have come in the game.
Aye, well, I gave it 2 halves, so I'll
Aye.
say, man.
And a good
they're
crowd.
usually pretty good. Usually pretty good. They're predicted as well.
Yeah, I'm going to say 2-0
2-0 to Whitburn.
Whitburn.
There you go. Well, folks, you heard it here first. Thanks very much, Martin. Good seeing you.
Thank you.
Socky, how did it go yesterday then?
It was really good yesterday, considering conditions.
Aye, it was quite
Good game.
wet, wasn't it? And a good crowd and it's well organised, eh?
Oh, there's plenty. They opened their new shop and all that there.
Aye.
It's open, so
It's good, so I'm sure the Groundhoppers had a good day, eh?
Aye, well, this is our last. We've been to all of them, so
Aye.
this is our 6th game.
3-3-2 was aye. That sounded a good game then, eh?
It was a brilliant game.
Good stuff. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Did you see the goals then, the offside?
The one there where it was given for, it looked to be offside because
Aye.
it was in front of the keeper, I think.
Aye.
Because you don't usually get a linesman at this level.
No, that's right.
I'm thinking that's the only reason it's been given is
Aye,
offside. but-
aye, I think so. Okay, you know different stories. Was he backing in or offside? I don't know. That's the 2, eh? Right, cheers. As we go home, 1-0. This time it stands. 1-0 to Whitburn. You seen you, Cameron? Remind me the last time I bumped into you.
Stroll against Norrie, I believe.
That's right.
Aye.
See all the disallowed goals in the first half?
I did. I don't know why the first goal was disallowed.
Aye.
Offside, but then it didn't really get a touch.
We think somebody backed into the goalie a wee bit, but no, I didn't get a great view of it, you know. So have you done much of the Groundhopping this weekend?
I was at Dunfermline on Friday night.
Oh,
and
right, aye.
managed to get to 3 of the games
Good.
yesterday.
Enjoy it then, yeah?
Oh, especially Luncarty. Luncarty's ground is brilliant.
It is, aye. And the state pipes are good, eh?
Sensational.
Right, there's Greece. Speak to you. See you later.
Good to meet you.
And it's not the first time Cameron has kept me right. You obviously got better eyesight than me, Cameron. Well, there we go. There's full time. And it's 1-0 to Whitburn. It's got to be 3 goals, but only 1 counted. Conditions didn't help today, but I thought you had a chance early on to score, and there's another time in the second half there you hit the post.
No, listen, it was one of the ones that was a game of probably a few chances, but we did have a couple of chances in the first half, a couple of good chances in the first half, and a couple of good chances in the second half. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating when you don't take kind of good chances or make the wrong decision when you're in a good area. But you know,
and also there are a couple of goals disallowed, offside or whatever. And that sort of gives you we've got away with that, if you know what I mean. It gives you the chance to we'll crack on, you know.
Yeah, no, the one that was ruled offside. I mean, I think one was a foul, wasn't it? So
I think so.
It's 2 hand push, so it's a clear foul. So, but aye, it was a foul, so it was always going to be disallowed for me. So yeah.
Pitch play a factor in the game?
I mean, yeah, it's obviously there's been a lot of rain, so the pitch is obviously a bit of a mud bath. It cut up really quickly, into the game's 10-15 minutes. The pitch was cut up severely. But listen, that's the same for both sides. It's the same for both sides. There was little football played. That being said, there was actually a few good bits of play from both teams during the games. So the pitch is obviously it was very much kind of not conducive for good football, but it is what it is. There's been a lot of rain, so.
Thank you. You were delighted with that win, particularly had 2 goals disallowed in the first half.
Aye, I mean, we know how Jack would shape up. I said that when we played Whitehill down there, that they'll play with intensity and be aggressive, and they'll try and come here and get a win. When you're on top and you score goals and then they get disallowed, you start to wonder if it's ever going to go for you.
That's right. Because they could have sneaked a goal. I mean, they had quite a good start, and then I think they hit the post in the second half as well. So they had a few chances, and they might think they're a wee bit unlucky not to get someone from the game. Yeah, I mean, I think over the piece, I feel like we deserve to win the game, and I think Jack would tell you the same. But you're right, goals change games, and there was key moments in the game when it was 0-0 that they could have scored or could have nicked a goal on the break, and they had a few set plays. So yeah, I mean, they had chances. It was a good game, I think, for the spectators. Although it was only 1-0, I feel like both teams came here and tried to win. So we're happy. That's right, and of course you had all the groundhoppers here today, so they'll be pleased the game went on, because the pitch was pretty heavy, wasn't it? Heavy going.
Well, I mean, I think thank you to the groundhoppers for picking us, selecting us. It's only our 3rd year in the east of Scotland, and we're really happy that they've came here today. I'd agree with you. I think that if they're not coming today, then we probably don't. I mean, I was up here with a pitchfork on Friday helping the ground staff, but the chairman would have been devastated if it hadn't been on. It's a lot of money for the club. It's a good publicity for the club, and hopefully some people will come back. But we also want momentum. That's us unbeaten in 4 now. So, we had a bit of a dip, like you said it before at the start of the game. We had a lot of players out. I feel like we're starting to get our group back now, and probably at the right time, because it's going to be a great season. There's probably 5 teams that fancy themselves to get promoted. And we're happy. Look, our pitch is always a problem, to be honest, and we know that as a club, and we're working on that. There's things going on behind the scenes that we'll hopefully get some help from the council and get something done here. But we're trying to fundraise to make the pitch better, because we want to progress in the club. We want to go up the leagues, and we want to make sure that we're playing on the best surface, because we want the best players.
And you want to be in the mix. You're talking about the promotional race, like about 5 teams going for 3 spaces. There's going to be a couple of teams disappointed. You don't want to be one of these teams disappointed, eh?
Coming up, obviously, you want to consolidate, but I think in our heads, we're always, as big a club as this, the expectation for people in the town is that we're competing. And we're competing, and I'm happy with that. To talk about promotion is maybe a bit too early. We've still got a lot of games to play, but I think for us it was about improving on the pitch, which we are doing, and also being in the fight, and we're in the fight.
Thanks very much for that.
Norrie.
Cheers. Well, there you go. That's how muddy the pitch was. If you like what I do, please subscribe to my channel.